Hey there, I'm meteorologist Aaron Tuttle, and you may have seen some of my other videos where I talk about our severe weather threats from hail, lightning, tornadoes, etc. This time around, I'm going to talk about how to protect yourself when it comes to tornadoes in the form of storm shelters. And I'm going to focus on one in particular that really got my eye not too long ago. I met the guys at Life Lift Systems when they were designing this concept and was blown away at what they came up with. So we're going to talk about storm shelters in general, and I'm going to give you a special deal on how you can save money if you'd like one. Now here's a look at 4 typical storm shelters that are out there currently. Now we've got that old school look that many of you have seen or your parents or grandparents had back in the day, out into the yard. They're on the top right. You've got the top left, which is a fairly new type of storm shelter, very popular. It's in a garage. You can park your car over it, but leave yourself enough room to slide in. You get the above ground on the bottom left, and you also have the outdoor, well-encased building on the bottom right. All of these are safe options, and they all adhere to FEMA guidelines. They all have some pros and cons. So we'll get to some of that here in a minute because it's going to start to kind of get things moving when I mention what's coming. So the Vortex Vault is the one that I saw that was not like any of those others. It was crazy, but it was revolutionary and I really liked it. Matter of fact, the guys were so excited, they took it to ABC, put it on ABC's Shark Tank television show, and Mark Cuban loved it. So he personally invested in the development of this company because he believed in the product. So basically what happens is it's a bed frame, but then it telescopes up to where you can just roll yourself in a wheelchair right in with no problem. In other words, there is plenty of room to enter into this shelter and to bring your family with you. So it's a revolutionary design. It's a multi-use, including earthquake protection, home invasion protection, not just tornadoes, but even hurricanes for that matter. Now, it's indoors, so it's away from hail, it's away from flying debris, it even's away from flooding, if you're worried about flooding in your shelter in the backyard. It's easily accessible for those with physical disabilities or limited mobility, pregnant mothers, children, and pets. I mean, these guys went all out. They took it to Texas Tech. They shot the impact boards at it. They dropped cars on it just to show you this thing is not going to go anywhere. And this is the big sell for me. And it was after talking with many people who have been through a tornado and they suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder. This type of shelter really reduces anxiety. You're like, well, how is that? Well, these other type of shelters, you never go in. Maybe once a year, twice a year, maybe once every 2 years. So they're foreign to you. It's not comfortable. Plus, you likely either storing stuff in them or they haven't been cleaned out or they've got critters floating around in there. So it's an element where it's just not a low anxiety situation. So to help remedy that, you can have a shelter in your bedroom or in your guest bedroom, someplace you're there all the time. So all of a sudden your anxiety is way, way down. You can, watch your television. You got the refrigerator right across the hallway. All these things make you feel more comfortable. You can leave that door open until you have to close it. Plus, there's some other benefits of this. Like I said, besides the fact there's no water, flooding, or critters to deal with, you get better Wi-Fi service. You get better cell phone service. Like I said earlier, it can handle a huge amount of weight, 60,000 pound crush rate. In other words, this shelter will not be crushed. It's rated an EF5 tornado protection. It's bulletproof of all things. It has an internal USB battery charger, so that way you can keep all of your family's electronics still powered during this event, or even if you're low and you forgot to charge it, you don't have to worry about that. They've got you covered. Safe for valuables, and they can even throw in some fun options like a gun rack. That's just engineering and ingenuity. Now, they have 3 options right now to choose from. You can select from. They have a slope, which kind of goes up as though you're kind of watching bed at a slope, for example, if you suffer from acid reflux. They've got the platform bed, which is the flat bed. Kids can crawl under there real quick, shut the door in a panic situation, call 911. They've got the full telescoping version, which again is safe for the whole family to crawl into or walk into or roll into, and that way you guys can be in there. So they've got 3 different models to give you options. So this is where I come into play, and what I can do for you is give you a discount through me. So if you've got your mobile phone handy for watch this on the computer, just scan the barcode on this broadcast, or if you're watching on your phone, you can call the number 866-957-5123, tell them AT sent you, or just visit this website link at lifeliftsystems.com/pages/AT's weather, and you can get your discount that way as well. As Tim says, it only takes one event to change the course of your life. And we're talking not only about a tornado, we're also talking about a home invasion and pretty much anything that's just going to kind of cause a situation to where you wish you had adequate shelter and protection. So that's my discussion over storm shelters for today. I hope that was educational and helpful for you. Again, take advantage of this special offer. It was really cool to see those guys on Shark Tank and to see Charles Barkley go in there. Charles Barkley's a big man, and some other ones squeezed in too. So it was entertaining to watch, but by far and large, even better than that, it's also safe for the family. So I want to thank you for watching, and please follow me on social media. I've got a slide here on the next coming up. You can reach me at these other avenues. I'd love to touch base with you and talk with you about weather. Take care.